All right, let's get to the main dish. If you missed anything, we did a small convo on the Harbaugh rescinded alleged contract. But the Lions are the story of the day. Monday Night Football tonight. I am not selling fear. I am selling reality. Be careful with BOGO tickets, as Rico puts them. I think Amon-Ra, questionable. I'm not expecting him to play. I think when you look at this whole deal, just survive and get to your bye week. Obviously, you guys are going to do an incredible job as a fan base. That place is going to be rocking, but you don't play the game. The Lions are a banged-up football team. They need to just get this done by 1 or 100 tonight. But I wanted to see, and Rico, we have to talk about it. Now, a win tonight, to me, this is my version of BOGO. You ready?
Yep.
A win tonight wraps up the NFC North. Because Kirk Cousins is dead.
If I had the bell here, I would ring it because, that's same here. You win tonight, there is no threat. Think about it.
Dying over here.
Think about it. Cousins, gone. Fields,
Gone.
Okay.
Jordan
Love is
Love
there.
sucks.
This is it. I mean, aside from a stadium implosion, you're the NFC North champion.
But I want to use your team as a reminder to Lions fans. Injuries matter. And again, you're not playing the Bengals. The Niners were. But we saw the Niners lose to the Browns. It is a week-to-week league. So all I am imploring you to do, don't do what the callers to the morning show did and start doing 42-10 predictions. I don't know where that comes from.
No, I mean, because at least I feel a little differently. St. Brown with an illness may not even play tonight or in limited action. And look, he's not a world beater, but it's a step up with Jimmy G probably playing tonight because Friday it didn't look like he was going to play, but now he is. Just win the game. Just win the game, get to the bye week, rest up, try to get Montgomery back because I think that's the key to the offense. But, yeah, you win tonight by 1 on a last-second field goal. Congratulations.
Yes, don't care.
You might as well raise the banner tonight.
That's it. Don't care. Just win.
Yeah.
Here was the other thing I wanted to see where people are at. Is this us being mean? Or is it okay for us to have not a hope, expectation? Tonight, J-Mo would need to step forward. Obviously, Marvin Jones gone addressing a family situation. If Amon-Ra doesn't play, is it wrong now for us to expect anything out of J-Mo? Is that us being mean again?
No, I don't think so, Mike, but here it is. Vegas appears to think so because J-Mo anytime touchdown, I think it's like plus 220. That's probably the best odds I've seen from him ever.
Yeah.
He's normally around plus 650, plus 700. Vegas has him at plus. Vegas expects him to score as well.
Tonight's the night.
This is if you can't do it tonight, buddy, what are we waiting for?
Kenny Cott, Ducks and J-Mo anytime TD, plus 12,000. I want to hear from the people, though. I mean, everyone's excited. It's Monday Night Football. It's fantastic. It should be a good scene. I wish we still had a setup like the Silverdome where you had a parking lot to tailgate like the NFL does it.
A central location.
Yes, where everybody could be together tonight and enjoy. And it has always bummed me out about Ford Field is tailgating. It's not great. It's just, I'm sorry, it's not.
No, it's so disappointing because you see the fan base go to team after team. You hear chants, "Let's go Lions" at opposing stadiums. They hop on the plane. They go to these different places. You see it in Ford Field, but you're right. You don't have that atmosphere. Kind of how you always talk about like that SEC type of atmosphere outside the stadium. That's not happening here. It's all dispersed. This is more like tailgating at Michigan or Michigan State.
TJ has just sent a missive, and boy, he texts like an old man. All he just sent was effing Leonard Williams. I'm like, okay, I think.
Hey, so, TJ, when are they going to name something after Eastern Michigan after you?
Okay, then. So
Max Crosby has a field named after him now.
All right. So here's the thing. I was just thinking about this, and I know the parallel to the game tonight is we're going to be talking trade deadline. All I will tell you is if the marketplace has been set by what the Giants just got for Leonard Williams, I don't know if you're participating. Leonard Williams is an expiring player. The Giants at best would have probably received a 4th-round pick in 2025 compensatory when and if he walked this year. The Giants picked up most of his remaining salary this year and received a 2nd-round pick for this guy. Now, guys, we've talked about this. If you're going to trade that type of capital for a player who's expiring, you better get him signed. What do we not want to do? We don't want to sign guys that are about to be 30. That's a bad idea. It's a bad move. But we've talked about the Lions inquiring about players like Montez Sweat or Chase Young or Daniil Hunter. Now Minnesota's up you-know-what creek without a paddle. But if this is the going rate, I'm not going to be able to yell at the team. But that's where I want to hear from you guys. Because if you're giving up a 2nd-round pick for an expiring guy and you don't retain him, you are defining the F them picks attitude. And I don't know if you as a Lions fan are there yet. I don't know if you're ready to do that. I will just tell you I am blown away by what the Giants got for Leonard Williams, and it makes me scared, Rico. Can the Lions enter this trade market?
See, here's the thing, Mike. You can't play scared because scared money don't make money. If you're the Lions, you still have to do this because you have to improve this team. And we just finished saying, you win this game, you're probably going to win the North. You're going to be in the playoffs.
Are you ready to give up a 2nd-round pick?
Mike, for the right person?
Who's the right person?
First-round pick.
Okay, who? Don't say Aaron Donald. That's PlayStation. Who?
I don't think that's necessarily PlayStation, Mike.
I need a single credible report, Rico.
I don't need a credible report. You asked me my opinion, and I'm saying with the Rams losing and they realize we're not a good team and we need picks, I would pick up the phone. As you always say.
Okay, pick up the phone and probably get hung up on, but pick up the phone.
Okay, but right. I mean, but now you look at the guys, what about a Chase Young?
Right, yeah. but my point is if Leonard
I would do
Williams,
a 2nd-round pick.
Right, but why? If I'm the Commanders now I'm not taking a 2.
Well, let me ask you this. Let me ask you if this changes your mind, because he had $18 million, I believe, base salary left on his deal. The Giants decided to pay $10 million of that for the rest of the year.
Right.
So they're basically paying for the 2nd-round pick.
Right.
So
yeah, but David, that's my point in all of this. Like, okay, so the Giants pick up the prorated amount and get a 2. So now you mean to tell me if the Lions want to get involved in this and they want to make some big trade, the other team's going to look at that as a template and go, okay, well, we don't want your offer. Now you would have to bribe us to trade you this player. That worries me. A Lions fan, do you think you're close enough that you're willing to give up a 2+? Giants got a 2 and a 5 for Leonard Williams. You giving up a 2 and a 5 for Montez Sweat? Daniil Hunter? I mean, what are you giving up to get these guys? Now, Montez Sweat is the guy that'd be the guy I'd target, to me.
Yeah, but I mean, because this is a year, if you're Detroit, man, next year ain't promised, Mike. And yeah, if you got to come off that 2nd-round pick, go for it and take your chances because the season is lining up right in front of you.
All right, if I'm Washington, you're giving me a 2 this year and a 3 next year. That's what you're giving me for Montez Sweat. You ready to jump in those waters?
No.
Well, too bad, because this guy's a way better ball player than Leonard Williams, and he's younger.
See, here's the thing, and I hear everything you're saying, Rico, about the opportunity being here for the Lions, and I agree with you on that. But it's also, the window's not closing if they don't do it this year. The window's open, to me, for a few years here.
No.
So you're going to sell everything, 2nd-round pick, to get a guy that's going to be gone in free agency at the end of the year?
The window it's not closing, but right now, the window's broken. I mean, this is an ATM that's spitting out free 20s. Eventually, somebody's going to fix it. Your schedule, very easy. Now, it's the NFL. You're going to lose a few more games, but probably not that many. You're about to play all the NFC North with all the bad QBs. you got to prepare yourself for the games against the Eagles. Then the games against, you may get a rematch with the Seahawks. You may see the Niners. You can't say, well, we'll get them. If we don't get them this year, we'll get them next year. Next year may not happen. But right here, right now, you're one of the best 2-3 teams in the NFC. You got to make some type of a move. It's going to hurt you, but you can't look at it that way. You got to look at the opportunity. We got a chance to win right here, right now, and we got to go for it.
Let me give you the people's response. I think Lions fans are scared. Straight up. That's not me mocking or taunting. I'm telling you, they don't know what to do here, Rico. They don't know how to get involved on a conversation like this because they've never been on this side of it. They've always been the team selling.
Yeah, I was about to say, when you're always, okay, but you know what? Maybe this will be the topic for them. Hey, maybe they should go ahead and see if Minnesota wants to buy Teddy Bridgewater for a 5th-round pick. How about that?
No, but I mean, the reality is Daniil Hunter, Montez Sweat, or players we haven't heard of that play the same spot, if that's what Leonard Williams cost because the Giants ponied up money, that didn't do anything to help you. And if Washington truly has other offers for Sweat, to me, the way this would work, you'd never get 2 picks. You'd never give up 2 in the same draft, but you'd give up, let's say, a 2 right now and a 3 next year. Let's say that's the going rate for Daniil Hunter. That's the going rate for Montez Sweat. You in? I don't have a corner to give you guys because I don't think there's a corner that makes a damn bit of difference.
Oh, wait. So you're saying a 2 in next year's draft and a 3 in the draft following?
Correct. Like Rico, that's you'd have to give up this year's 2 and next year's 3.
Yep, I would do that because you have an opportunity right now where you're one of the best teams, and you're not experiencing the type of injuries that other teams are. So take full advantage of this because you don't know when all of a sudden this is going to all fall apart. And David, I understand what you're saying. Like, oh, we still have time, but in the NFL, man, things go bad quickly.
248-539-9797. And yes, no one is looking past. I'm not looking past tonight's game. I think tonight's going to be more difficult than people imagine. It's a week-to-week league, but the trade deadline does matter. Win or lose tonight, I think Rico and I both agree, you're in it to win this thing. And the division now with Kirk Cousins dying, it's yours. So the question would just be, what does this team have to do before tomorrow at 4 o'clock that is going to make you believe something special could happen? And I think in order to get some of these names that you're hip to, it's going to cost you second-round capital plus. Are you on board? And if you're not, I don't think that makes you a weenie. And I'm also not mad if you say, F it, let's go. But man alive, I am in disbelief. No matter what money the Giants picked up, I can't believe Seattle gave a 2 for Leonard Williams. So let's talk about it a little bit. 248-539-9797.